Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to solve a worksheet of lecture 2. So let us start by the first question, where you have two circular diagrams. They represent the distribution of the timetable of two students on Wednesday. So we have Shadi and Rula. On Wednesday, Shadi did some sport, some work, and others. Rula also, she did some work, sports, and others. The first question is, do they work as much as each other? If you look at the work done by Shadi, you can see that it's half a circle. Also Rula, she's half a circle. So both of them, yes, they did the same work because they represent the same degree. And the second question, which one of them practices more sports? So here I have no given. I don't have the degree, I don't have the percentage. So what you have to do is to find the measure of the degree of sport in Shadi and the measure of the degree of sport in Rula. You can use the protractor, it's very easy. So after measuring them, Shadi, the angle of sport in Shadi is 120 degrees, while in Rula is 110. So we can say that Shadi practices more than Rula. In question number 2, we can see that we have also a circular diagram that represents the daily activity of a chimpanzee. Okay, so the first question is, for what occupation does the chimpanzee spend the least time? So it's very obvious and it's very clear, which you can pick directly, that resting shows the least time spent, which is 90 minutes. And in question number 2, we need to write the activities in terms of the duration from the shortest to the longest, from the shortest time to the longest time. So the shorting is resting 90 minutes, moving 170 minutes, playing 200 minutes, and feeding 260 minutes. Let us go for this question. It's a very easy question. We recorded the student absences during the month of February. The results are given below. So on Monday, we have 5 absences. Tuesday, 3 absences. Wednesday, 4 absences. Thursday, 7 absences. And Friday, 5 absences. We need to complete the following table. So in this question, we will be able to change a text into a table. Okay? So first of all, the number of absences in Monday is 5, and Tuesday is 3, and Wednesday is 4, and Thursday is 7, and Friday is 5. So in this question, we are able to change a text into a table. In this question, this is also a circular diagram that represents the distribution of sports activities in a club. We take into consideration that each member practices only one sports activity and not 2 or more. For example, only each member one activity. So they told us that 1/4 of the members practice basketball, 1/6 practice tennis, 1/8 practice handball, 3/8 practice football, and 1/12 practice dancing. Well, in the first question, we need to find the color that corresponds to each sports. Before we do anything, I can't even compare them unless all these fractions, they have the same denominator. Okay, so if you can check the denominators, we have 4, 8, 6, and 12. So the common denominator for all of them is 24. So in this case, basketball will be 6/24, tennis 4/24, handball 3/24, football 9/24, and dancing 2/24. Why did I do this? Why did we make them the same denominator? Because I can't compare fractions unless they have the same denominator. So now, if you look at the diagram, let us try to figure out which color is the least one. the green, as you can see, it's the least one, right? And the least fraction out of all of these is dancing. So you can see that the green is for dancing. Okay, so now it became easy for you, right? After the green, you can see that it's orange. Yes, I think it's orange, as after dancing, which is for handball. So handball is 3 out of 24. Dancing is 2 out of 24. So as you see, you can do them like this. After the orange, you have the pink. The pink is for tennis. You have the purple is for tennis. The pink is for basketball, and the blue is for football. So I tried to make them in the same denominator. Then we ordered them from the least one to the most occupied one. Okay. Now, in the question number 2, they gave us a specific number of members in a club. They told us that there are 72 members in the club, and we need to calculate the number of persons that practice each sport. So, if the total number of members in the club is 72, how much basketball members are there? You do 6 over 24 times 72, because 6 over 24 of 72 students, or 72, excuse me, members. So you put a big line of fraction, you simplify, and it's 18 members. The same thing you are going to do for the tennis. 4 over 24 times 72, and it's 12 members. Handball, it's 3 out of 24 times 72, and it's 9 members. The football is 9 over 24 times 72, and the dancing is 2 over 24 times 72, which is 6 members. If you want to check that your answer is correct, you have to add the members 18 plus 12 plus 9 plus 27 plus 6. If you do it, you can see that it's 72 members. So that's how you check that your answer is correct. And now in this question, we have a circular diagram that represents the transportation means of 60 students. So we have 60 students. They go to school, for example, some of them by bus, some of them by car, on foot, and 20% others, they maybe go by bicycle, or I don't know. But there are foot, bus, car, and other. In the first table, we need to find the angle in degrees. So let us first of all order them: 40%, 25%, 15%, and 20%. And you know that to change from a percentage to an angle, you need to multiply by 3.6, which is called the proportionality coefficient. So 40 times 3.6 is equal to 144 degrees. That's the same thing you are going to do for the rest, times 3.6. And those are the degrees. If you want to make sure that your answer is correct, you have to add 144 plus 90 plus 54 plus 72, and it should be 360 degrees, because the total degree of a circle is 360. Great. Now, in the second table, I'm also going to put the percentages, which is given. But in this exercise, we need, or in this table, we need to find the frequency or the number of students in each case. So you have to find the proportionality coefficient. And I already explained this for you, and I told you that in order to find the coefficient, you have to put the total number of students over 100. So the total number of students is 60, and 60 over 100 is 0.6. So now you should multiply every percentage by 0.6 to get the frequency. So 40% times 0.6 is 24. 25 times 0.6 is 15, 9, and 12. And how can you check that your answer is correct? You should add 24, 15, 9, and 12. It should be 60 students. And here we go for the last question, where we have also a circular diagram that represents the distribution of ski accidents in terms of the difficulty of the ski track. Let us complete the following table. The first thing you have to do is to put the percentages. The yellow is 25, the red is 32.5, the blue is 30, and the white is 12.5. And every time you need to change from percentage to degree, you have to multiply by 3.6. And after multiplying, you will get the following degrees. And to check your answer is correct, you have to add the degrees. It should be 360 degrees. Now, in question number 2, this is an easy question. You need to complete the adjacent bar diagram. So every track, we are going to place it on this bar graph. So the first one, which is red, it's already done for you, which is 32.5%. Let us do the yellow. The yellow track is 25%, so this is 25. So 25, it's exactly in the middle of 20 and 30. The blue is 30, and this is 30. This is 30%. And the white is 12.5, and this is 12.5. And this is called a bar graph.